Today is September 4th, Wednesday, about 9 something in the morning, 2024. I say the year also because I am hoping to continue these videos beyond this year because this is helping me to stay in the path, and I'm hoping that some of you who might be going through also some challenges in life, as you come watch these videos, you can relate some of this, not all, because we all have different kind of challenges in your life as well, and in some way or the other I'm hoping that I'm able to help by sharing some of my stories. And these are very raw videos. I do not edit anything because these are public videos I share, but at the same time, there are some I have to share in time. But so far, it's been a little over 3 months. I started creating this on May 27th, Memorial Day of 2024, about 3 months ago. And I have been continuing this ever since. And I thank God, because I believe in God, that I had the strength and the ability to continue doing these videos, because there were days when it was extremely challenging, but even if it was for a minute, I made sure I created the video, because that consistency is the key. Because they say when we're trying to transform ourselves, consistency is the key. So where I was back in last November, December, in life we have this situation, sometimes things get extremely difficult, and sometimes it's difficult but it's manageable, right? So where I was in last November, December, it was extremely difficult. I could not see a path forward where today's day, even though there are challenges and it's manageable, that it's possible and it happens in our life time to time. There are a few times in our life where it could get really, really challenging. But it is important to remind ourselves that those moments don't define us. Those moments don't last. They are only a learning lesson. They're only a season or a chapter in a book, whichever way you want to define it as. And once you go through that season, you learn a lot. You grow. And a funny way of saying it would be like doing a boot camp. I know it doesn't really go with that kind of metaphor, but I don't know. It's probably a mental boot camp for going through it. Just think about it, that it's gonna make you stronger, faster than otherwise, because we don't grow when life is normal. We just live our life. And yesterday I was listening to a Buddhism channel video and on YouTube, and the monk was saying that someday when you tell your story to somebody, and if it is always just normal, it won't be an interesting story. There won't be much inspiring in that. But when you have a lot of challenges and difficulty that you may have overcome, then it is interesting, and then it is going to be an inspiring story to many. So think about that. And it's not about telling the story to all our world, but it's all the world, but even the people who know you, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, people who know you, many people will be inspired. Some may say it and some may not say it, but many people would feel the inspiration from you. They might go do something um, for them, something that is really, really good for them. And you may not know, because a lot of time it happens that a little post on LinkedIn or somewhere I would see, and that would change the viewpoint about something that I held for a long time. Or sometime if the day is going challenging and I see that post, and then the day gets a little better, right? So same thing, it can happen through what you are doing, and then people might learn and do something amazing, right? Um, at the heart of it, though, we gotta be kind. You gotta be patient. Learn to be more patient. There is no limit to learning to be patient, right? And I'm learning to do that too. Partly why I to remind myself, as that is one of my mantra. I try to recite sometime in the video, sometime when I'm off camera. Throughout the day, here and there, I try to remind myself about the mantra. Like this morning when I woke up, I recited my mantra, where believing in God and all the others that I do. As I took a deep breath, I was thinking of talking about something, and then I decided not to, because these days I'm trying to focus more on the present, right at this minute, and manifesting the future based on the present thought, because they say where we are today is based on the thought and actions that I took in the past. So now, in today's day, this present time holds the key to the future. What we are thinking today, what we are making of things today, the decisions that we're making now is gonna unfold the future that we are so eagerly waiting. So I think the thing that Joe Dispenza says, we are here point A to point B, or I can say this is point A to point B, because I usually say this side is the good side, this is the bad side, which we all have in us. And from there, if you want to go this way, it's like in the process, who we become when we are here is the most important part. And in between is learning. And after that, also learning doesn't stop, learning continues. So yesterday I attended a meetup group. Oh yeah, I did want to talk about that yesterday when I was listening to the meetup group. And it was actually a very active meetup group, which is good. They were engaging the participant, which was very good. They talked about how mind, the conscious mind and subconscious mind, from their point of view, it was the analytical mind and the reactive mind. And one point that really, really stuck with me and resonated with me was how the analytical mind is in our control. However, the reactive mind is not in our control. It is controlled by the environment, the people, things and places around us. And that was, even though we know this, but it was hearing it a little differently. I felt like it was helpful. And so here and there, sometime I attend meet up. This one is also after a long time. And this is all part of learning and growing, um, understanding more about ourselves, because the universe is within us in some way, but it's just unlocking those things from our inner world and learning, and how we learn to do better with ourselves first and to the other people. Because what happens is when we are not kind and compassionate towards us, even though we try to do that to others, over time it changes, because the biggest relationship we have is with ourselves. I mean, I have my daughter, my 8-year-old. I want to be nice to her, kind to her, but I need to learn to do it to myself also, because there's this saying that when you're in an airplane, if you don't wear a mask and if you're trying to help the person next to you, you won't be able to, because you're gonna die. Alice and I, my daughter Alice and I, used to do a lot of bucket filler days. We haven't done it in a while. I mean, last weekend was good. We went to a friend's place. You gotta focus on doing that more, because those are the things that fills our bucket. So when a challenging situation arises, the filled bucket helps. Those are the good memories that you create. And today I really wanted to stay present in the moment, and that's why I'm drinking from this cup. This is my happy place right at this minute. Because if you think of it, I'm so grateful. There's so many things going on in the world. There is war, there are people struggling, so many parts of the world. And right at this minute, if you are watching this video, think about the things that I have, the things you are grateful for. We take so many things for granted. The peace. And peace doesn't mean that we won't have any sadness, we won't have any suffering. It's all about being able to focus on this present moment. We have the peace where we don't have to worry about so many other people are worrying about in the world. We have the supply of clean air, drinking water, food, blue sky, the sun, the tree, Mother Earth, the clothes that we have. And many parents in the world, they don't know where they're gonna get the food for their kids for the next meal, right? So if we are not in those situations, we are fortunate about so many people, right? So, and we gotta be kind, you gotta share things with others what we can. And sometime, time to time, things will worry you. Like for me, I lost my job last November, and then there were many things going on. Because of that, I couldn't even start looking for a job until recently. It's been a long time in my career, 20 years of my career. I didn't have to take a break like this, but that's okay. As I was taking care of many things, I was also trying to take the time to heal myself. And I think it helped, because I don't think emotionally I won't be in a situation where I am today. Now it's almost a year later, it's September now, and I'm talking about last November. I won't be in a position where I am today emotionally if I didn't take the time to learn, to grow, to heal. Because life can be a hamster wheel or conveyor belt. There are many terms that they use. unless we pause and ponder over things. There will be many people who will judge, who will trigger thoughts. These days I'm trying not to refocus on it, because it was a few days ago I heard from somebody about making a comment about my job, and because I have to give them the benefit of the doubt, because they didn't know what all was going on in my life, so it's all right. Because in the end, what matters is how we are treating ourselves. Remember, a lot of time people who would make the statements, they will never remember after they make the statements, but that can stay in our mind, that can make a huge impact, but they didn't know, and it's not their fault. It's we in our mind who carries over that emotion, and which is why I started talking about those things less, because Joe Dispenza would say, if you keep talking about what is, more of what is going to happen. If you want to talk about what you want, not like I want, rather, you feel your way in there. You believe that you deserve what you are wanting to manifest, and eventually your frequency will get there. And the movie Secret, which was on Netflix, it came out back in 2006. I think right now it's on YouTube. I watched it about a week or two ago. It talks a lot about manifestation. It was by Rhonda Burns. The idea is not new, but that is when that movie made it a blockbuster success. The idea was there also in that Think and Grow Rich. Where's the book? I have the book here somewhere. Oh, not here, it's over there. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which was written in 1937. And also there are other books relating to that. Abraham Hicks talked about it in 1980s and continuing about that, how to manifest, how to get our vibration or frequency and the high frequency zone, which is when the good things start to manifest. So yeah, a lot of those I'm trying to refer these days. They're still challenging things, but I deal with them a little differently than how I would deal with them even 3 months ago. And that's the part of growing and becoming from here to here, right? I do a little intention setting and visualization. Since I do the mindfulness practice, I've been doing the mindfulness practice with my senses, and it does become a habit. So if you keep doing it for a long time, it does become a habit. Here and there, I think I'm able to focus my senses a little more. Even if you don't use all 5 senses, just look at things, what you're looking at, and just don't think about it. Just I'm looking at the leaves of the tree outside, and I saw a bird, and you're right here. You're not thinking about the past, not thinking about the future, and that's all about living life, right? Not constantly running after things, because 100 years from now, Thich Nhat Hanh says in some of his books, 100 years from now, if you think of it, all of us in this world will die, and there will be people. Some may talk about us, and we may never be even remembered after a few generations, right? That's all part of life. So live the life when we have still the chance we have that, do things and make ourselves happy and make the people around us happy, and give back to the community whichever way we can. I'll do the mantra. I accept the things I can't change. I trust in God. I speak positive, uplifting, exciting, and happy words. Love, harmony, joy, patience. Grow more patience. Be present in all moments. Be kind. Forgive everybody and all challenging situations. And release all the emotions related to all challenging situations. Look for positive in everything and every situation. Let go. Let go of the past and future challenging situations and the emotion that's no longer serves me. And be strong, be resilient, be focused, be persistent, persevere, be resilient. Things will unfold in its own divine time. Just believe. Believe in God. Believe the path that is unfolding. Trust in God. Trust in myself. Okay, so I hope you have a wonderful day. I have a few things this afternoon, so not sure if I'll make any quick video, but I might try. If not, definitely tomorrow morning again I'll make my daily journal. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.